Alright folks, got a Nissan Pathfinder here. The Rock Creek edition. Gonna change the lower control arm because the bushing's got a nice crack in it. Alright, so the arm got a bolt here, 21 millimeter for the bolt and the nut. One in the back there, 21 millimeter for the nut and bolt. And the bore joint over here is a 18 millimeter. All right, I'm going to show you what we're going to replace it with. Duralast AutoZone lifetime warranty CA16444. All right, got a lifetime warranty. That's why we picked it. Otherwise, I'm sure you can get the one from the dealership, or you can get one from other places for a little bit cheaper. All right, but I do like the lifetime warranty. Why not? All right, so we're going to start to replace it. Let's do it. All right, so I zipped a 21 millimeter nut and bolt off of here. I zipped it off of here. And then I took the 18 millimeter bolt off of here, which is the ball joint. All right. Car is suspended by the chassis. So the strut is holding the whole suspension up. All right, so after you take the bore joint here off, this bolt should slide right out. Now, the hardest part, of course, is going to try to wiggle the arm out once you take it down past this ball joint. Nothing else is bolted to it. All right, so it's basically just the arm itself. So what we're going to do is we're going to try to tap it a little bit, and we'll see if we can move it. So I'm going to put you back here a little bit so you can see. All right, how's that? So I'm going to tap this ball joint down a little bit so it comes off of the knuckle. All right, so it already comes down so much. So the knuckle's going to have to come up a little bit. So when you use a bar, we're going to kind of compress the strut up a little bit so the ball joint can be released. How's that? So that's what we're going to do. Let's try that. Dun, dun, dun. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to swing the control arm out and then take the ball joint out, because there's no way I can compress this up with that strut, especially on a lift. I mean, you have somebody to help you. You could probably lift up the rotor and everything and all kinds of stuff, but we're just going to do it this way. I'm going to put a pry bar in here. Let's see if I can spin this out. Take it out of the chassis itself. That looks like what I'm going to do. I'm going to release it out of there. I'm going to pull it out of here. There it is. All right. Pulled it out of there. Now I'm going to take it out of the bore joint over here. Hopefully it'll be easy. It should pop right out. The bolt is out already. Should be nothing holding it. Give it a little wiggle. Come on. There it is. All right. Oh, let's put it down. Let's put it down. Wanna take a look at it? Let's take a look at it. There it is. The gap looks smaller once it's in the neutral position, right? So yeah, 2 bolts there. big ball joint bolt there. And now we're going to wiggle it back in. Same thing, I'm going to put the ball joint in first, and then we're going to swing it right into the chassis. So it goes in there and in there. All right, ball joint first. All right, so I put the ball joint in. I put the nut and bolt in there so it doesn't fall down on me. And then we're gonna swing this sucker in there. All right, let's do that. Nobody says it's gonna be easy. All right, we're getting there. Okay, it's in there. It's in there. Now I'm just gonna have to line it up a little bit with the bolts. All right, so what I did was I took a little pry bar in here, lifted it up so that this clears the bottom of the chassis, and just give a little pry with the bar, and that'll push it in. All right, so now we're gonna push it in, line it up, and throw a bolt in there. All right, if you look in here, that's almost lined up. This one here is a little almost lined up. All right, and it's going to be a little bit of an angle only because of the weight of the wheel. So this bushing is going to have to, the inside sleeve is going to have to turn a little bit. All right, so let's do that. Whew. Took a while to get it. Got a couple of black and blues there, but look at this fugazi setup I did here because I was working by myself. I need to move this arm, so I needed to push it in a little bit. So I used a good old strap, grabbed it onto the lower arm. I was able to pull on it with the frame, line up that bolt. Same thing back here. I put it to the arm, to the chassis. I pulled it that way, and I lined up that bolt. There you go. That's it. Take a break now. Then we're going to tighten up these bolts to specs, and we are good to go. All right? But yeah, that's why I grabbed the arm on both sides. So you pull it towards the rear to line up that bolt, pull it towards the front to line up that bolt, and we are good to go. Man, this job is pain in the butt, people. Pain in the butt if you're gonna do it outside in your yard. All right, and I pinched my arm there, my hand, so I know that's gonna turn black and blue. All right, that's it, people. I'm done. Nissan Pathfinder lower control arm, left front. Over and out. Thanks for watching, folks. Talk everything, don't forget. All right. Ciao. Thanks for watching. And by the way, this is the arm after I changed it. See, when it's not under pressure, that little crack there is now almost sealed. All right, so like I said, you can change it if you want to, but you can wait a little bit. It's not gonna affect anything because look, the rubber is still 3/4 attached. Okay, so it's not gonna go nowhere. All right, just wanted to show you that. But we changed it anyway for the customer. All right, the arm itself is roughly about $370 from AutoZone and over $500 from Nissan. All right, thanks for watching. Ciao. And by the way, AutoZone, lifetime warranty. Goodbye.